deep for Wichita Falls High is going to be Julius McKnight. He's the main man. You'll be hearing his name a lot tonight. Where's number 40 for the Coyotes? Robert Lay's kickoff is end over end. It's high, and McKnight lets it sail over his head. I'm sorry, McKnight's over here on the right. Nevertheless, it's the touchback. Back deep there was number 48, Isaac Landauers. Let's set up your offense for Wichita Falls High. At center is Mark Findale, number 52. Ralph Flores and Aaron Claiborne are the guards. Aurelio Castillo and Pete Lara are the tackles. Michael Morse, the tight end. Randy Alexander and Chris Gallner split out wide. Isaac Landauers and Julius McKnight in the backfield. Gabriel Garcia, the quarterback. 24 out of 82 throwing the football. 4 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. First and 10 from the 20. It's McKnight. Handoff. Right side. Swarmed under by the Jacket defense. Aaron Hunt, the first one to hit him as he crosses the line of scrimmage. We'll give him a gain of 1 to the 21. It's second down and 9. Defensively for the Jackets, Aaron Hunt and Adam Chaucho are the defensive ends. Michael Phelps and Andrew Keener the tackles. Linebackers are Paul Howard, Josh Gibson, Daniel Vogel the rover. Cornerbacks are Derek McDade and Jamal Hull. Ronnie Braxton the safety. It's going to be McKnight again straight up the middle. Runs over a Jacket at the line of scrimmage, but Paul Howard gets a little help from there. Tim Bilbrey comes up, as well as Ronnie Braxton, to make the stop to about the 23-yard line. Pickup of 2 there for McKnight. Be third down and 7. Just underway at the Jungle. 10:58 to play first quarter. No score.
Well, Kenny, during the pregame, Garcia looked pretty good throwing the ball, so it'll be interesting to see if they come out throwing here. It's definitely a passing down, but the confidence level will dictate that.
Well, man in motion was Ricky Berg there, and he turned upfield way too early. And they tossed the flag.
And it did look like they were going to throw the ball. It looked like it may have been actually to Ricky Berg, and that may be why he turned up so early in anticipation. They wanted to be turned around right away for the quick pass. Looked like a timing type pass that Garcia was going to throw to him, and Berg just wanted to make sure he was there.
Ricky Berg checks out, and this time the fullback goes in motion. That's Landauers, and they throw quickly to the tight end, and the play is made behind the line of scrimmage by Josh Gibson. Tight end is number 46. That's Mike Moore's pass is complete, but he's going to lose all the way back to the 19-yard line, a loss of 4 for the Coyotes, and they'll have to punt the football away.
Yeah, you know, you always wonder why, excuse me, when a team is, third and...
At third and about 7 at the time.
Well, then it went 3rd and 13 there.
Oh, right.
But then they throw the ball to the line of scrimmage. And they're going to rely on a 230-pound sophomore to rumble for 13 yards. I just don't think that's going to happen.
Coyotes in punt formation, barely get the punt off, and then there is some contact made around the punter. The snap was low. Jackets get away from it, and it's down, but Aaron Hunt, I believe, ran into the punter, Isaac Landauers, and we'll see the call. They said he might have, as the head referee comes over, that's Clint Shaw. He's talking about maybe tipping the football. We'll see what the call is here, but Aaron Hunt did run into the punter. Should have had time to get back there. The snap was low, and Landauers had trouble fielding it.
Well, they are certainly sorting it out.
And it looks like they're, Denison is going to get their way. Bunt only gets to the 45-yard line.
Wow. So it was running into the kicker, a 5-yard penalty, and Wichita Falls declines the penalty, which is really interesting, Kenny. I'm surprised that they declined and didn't take a chance to get, they could have got 5 yards and punted it again, and maybe at least got the ball back into Denison territory. But here they're giving the Jackets the ball, and they're on Wichita Falls' 45-yard line.
Yeah, that is kind of strange.
I mean, you got to try to make it as hard as you can for them. I guess they're scared he's going to get blocked for a touchdown. I guess you touchdown off a block punt, touchdown off a couple runs here, whichever way you want to take it.
First and 10 for the Jackets from the Wichita Falls 45-yard line. 2 tight ends. And they're going to fake it. Riddick wants to throw, rolls to his right a little bit, throws over the middle. He's got a man wide open, 2 men wide open. Aaron Hunt makes the catch at the 25, 6-0.
And it was a good play. Riddick stood in there pretty well. Had a little bit of pressure coming and just fired down there. But again, Kenny, and this is, great. We got, Denison scores a touchdown on that play, but man, there are 2 receivers down there, and it doesn't, you don't really know what's going on.
Hold on. Might be coming back here. Denison looks like kind of blocking the back. Or a holding call against the Jackets, but here's the situation. We missed the flag there, but it is down around the 10 where the holding took place. So rack up 25 yards on the pass play to the 20-yard line, and then a 10-yard penalty against the Jackets. So it'll be first down and 10 from the 20 now for the Jackets. 2 wide receivers out left. The Jackets didn't strike quite as early as we thought, but let's give them a couple more plays and we'll see. They'll fake it again to Robertson. Riddick's going to throw again. He overthrows the intended receiver. Should have been intercepted. Overthrew Jamal Hull. And should have been picked off by Isaac Landauers, number 48. Falls incomplete, and it'll be second down and 10. As DeJuan Gentry and Tim Bilbrey check in.
And Terrence Riddick was very lucky that ball did not get intercepted, because that could have been returned for a long way. And he had the ball at the 5-yard line, and it was in and out of the hands of a Wichita Falls defender.
Here's second down and 10 now from the 19, they call it for the Jackets. Braxton in motion from his fullback spot. First time, Chris Robertson running left. He's got a little room, gets outside, 15, 10, cuts it inside there, spin move to the 5, and he's brought down at about the 2-yard line. Typical Chris Robertson, had to cut back inside. Only reason he was brought down from the 19 all the way down, they'll spot him down at the 2-yard line, pickup of 17 for C-Rob on his first carry tonight.
Nice little run, and like you said, the only reason he was brought down is because he ran out of room on the sideline, so he had to cut back.
Nevertheless, Jackets got it first and goal. We hadn't had a chance to set up the Jacket offense or the Old High defense yet. It's Chris Robertson running right, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go there. Had some guys in front of him, but it all kind of got jumbled up. Checking the Jackets for you offensively.
Drag down by number 74.
We'll check it all out and make sure everything's the same. Make sure they're not changing up anything on us, and they're not. It's going to be Andrew Keener at the center position, Chase Archer, Kyle Sylvester the guards, Chad Carlett, and Eddie Baker back at the tackles this week instead of Jason Morgan. Daniel Vogel right now is in at the tight end, Aaron Hunt at the other tight end, 2 fullbacks right now, Ronnie Braxton and Josh Gibson, and of course Chris Robertson is your tailback. Terrence Riddick, the quarterback, gives it to Robertson again, straight up the middle. He dives a little bit. He's close to the goal line, but the high defense stops him once again. Give Robertson a gain of 1 to the 1. It'll be third and goal. And Jay, this is a little strange. We usually don't see Denison having this much trouble getting in the end zone from down here.
No, you're right, and I'd be surprised if they don't get it in this time, but you got to give the Wichita Falls defense some credit here. Their offense put them in a horrible position to start off with, and of course their defense gave up a big play, but has held them here.
Third and goal from the 1. Pitch out to Robertson this time, cuts it back inside, and jumps over the pile. Yellow Jacket touchdown, Chris Robertson. That was a piece of cake. And just like that, it's 6-0. Yeah, after the extra point, Jay, just remember if we see Daniel Vogel sprinting down the sideline.
That's it, all right. The Daniel Dash.
Vogel dash.
The Daniel Vogel Dash.
Extra point attempt now by Robert Lay. Josh Gibson to hold. Snaps back in good fashion. The kick is up. Line drive kick by Robert Lay, and it is good. 7:43 to play, and there comes Danny Vogel. 7:43 to play, first quarter. Jackets lead the Old High Coyotes 7-0. Back for more Yellow Jacket football in a moment on KIKM. First down. I'm looking at the scoreboard. Robert Lay to kick it off. It's high. It's end over end. It's going to be Landauers. He takes it about 5 yards deep, and he'll take a knee. Doesn't want to run that one out a little too deep for him. I'm sure they've seen the film. They know the Jackets are susceptible to do some kickoff returns. But
48, Isaac Landauers. First down.
They didn't want to do it there. Didn't want to take a chance on it.
You know, and again, Robert Lay with a touchback. I don't know, I don't think have a stat on that, but how many touchbacks he's had this year and how many times the other teams had to start at their own 20. And
yeah,
with as tough a defense as Denison has, that makes it even tougher for them to get out of there.
Gabriel Garcia is going to pitch it out right side to Julius McKnight. He slips back at about the 16-yard line.
And
they marked it at the 15, loss of 5 for McKnight.
Wow. And the field is wet, Kenny. When we were down there before the game, it is, I mean, muddy type wet.
That's kind of strange. Hasn't had much rain.
It hadn't rained any this week, so yeah.
Oh, check out the little yellow jacket in front of us here.
Oh, yeah, there's a costume for you.
2nd 15 from the 15. Twins split out wide left for the Coyotes. And it's going to be McKnight again on the counter, and he slips again, and his knee goes down. Back at the 13-yard line, a loss of 2 more for Julius McKnight. Put a little easy off for Pam on his cleats.
Oh, slick 50 there.
I don't know if slick 50 would help. Would it? I don't know. I just know.
That's what he seems like he's got on there.
Back when we had slick fields, they'd spray a little Pam, you know, the oven, what you put on your frying pan or whatever.
Oh, yeah?
Put that on the bottom of a shoe. 3rd down at 17 for the Coyotes from their own 13-yard line. And Garcia gives it on a little wraparound to the fullback, Landauers, and he goes absolutely nowhere. Matter of fact, he's going to lose a couple of more. We'll call it a loss of 3 back to the 10. And it's going to be 4th and 20.
Boy, that's tough for Wichita Falls. They've gone backwards twice now.
Yeah, they have. Landauers to punt the football away. He's 2 yards deep in his end zone. The Jackets don't seem to be coming after it. Except for Aaron Hunt. He almost gets to it again. Low line drive punt. It's going to bounce a couple of times and then picked up by DeJuan Gentry on the hop. He's running left. He's across the 45, 40, 35, inside to the 30, 25 down the sideline, 15, 10, and he's pushed out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line by the punter, Isaac Landauers, down to the 9-yard line. 36-yard punt return.
Off a 40-yard punt, so.
Well, then that's not right. 41-yard punt return. My math was wrong. Sorry. Because they were on the 10-yard line.
Yeah, they were on 10 and they got a
41-yard punt return.
Well.
So the Jackets setting up shop quickly again inside Coyote territory at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal. It's going to fake it to C-Rob. Riddick wants to throw. Now he's got to duck away. He's looking for somewhere to go. Now he cuts it up the middle. He's going to be brought down, but he picks up a couple. Nice job by Terrence Riddick just to get back to the line of scrimmage and then actually add a couple onto that. The ball was spotted at the 9-yard line.
Didn't really look to me like there was a whole lot of pressure there, but you know, we're not down there, and it feels a lot different when you're back there feeling that pressure.
They're going to spot the ball at the 6-yard line. 2nd down and goal from the 6. Pancake, we got some complaining to do here in just a few minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I know what you're going to go with.
Handoff. Now they're going to fake the handoff and run the option. Terrence Riddick keeps it himself, turns it up. Yellow Jacket touchdown. 6-yard touchdown run for Terrence Riddick. And Mike pulled again on the option, and the Jackets lead it just like that, 13-0. And oh, brother, here we go again.
Yeah. Great play, though. And Terrence Riddick does an awesome, just an awesome job of faking the ball inside and then taking it outside to the left for the option play. Outstanding.
Robert Lay to attack on the extra point. By the way, the Denison student section, what we like to complain about.
Oh, boo, boo, boo.
Boo. Robert Lay's extra point is right down the middle. 4:38 to play 1st quarter. Jackets lead it 14-0. We're back with more Yellow Jacket football in a moment on KIKM. Far side. Hopefully they show up at Bearcat Stadium next week. Robert Lay's kickoff is a line drive and hits 8 yards deep and bounces out the end of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. 4:33 to play, 1st quarter. Jackets lead 14-0.
The 3rd touchback of the night so far in the 1st quarter.
Pretty impressive.
Yes, sir.
as has been the Jacket offense so far. And the
I was going to say, the defense is giving them the ball here in their end of the territory.
Julius McKnight, 4 carries, -5 yards. McKnight came into the season 227 carries, 785 yards, and 5 touchdowns. 1st and 10 from the 20. As Berg goes in motion from the fullback spot, it's McKnight on the sweep left side. He's around the outside, but nice job by Adam Chacho, the defensive end, to dive out and grab an ankle after not much of a gain. We'll give him a gain of 1 to the 21 there for McKnight.
Well, he just is not going to be as fast as the Denison defense.
Oh, no. Who is?
I can't think of anybody we've seen so far except for that guy last week. What was his name?
Keldrick Scott?
Yeah, Keldrick Scott. Woo! That kid could fly.
He could fly, but obviously didn't have...
well, he didn't have the sporting cast around.
Well, he didn't have the sporting cast around him, and also was great at returning those kickoffs straight back up the middle, but when you see him out there at the tailback position, just wasn't quite as... I don't know if he just didn't have the moves or the quickness or what, but...
well, the fear factor a little bit
well,
more,
that,
you know?
that could probably have something to do with it. Tim Distel is split out wide right. Fullback Landors goes in motion, and Garcia wants to throw. He's rolling to his right, looking for somewhere to throw, and it is incomplete. Was intended on the sidelines for number 42, Tim Distel. Falls incomplete.
Well, the problem with that play, Kenny, is that he rolled out too far. Garcia rolled out too far and let the play go on for too long, and number 42, Tim Distel, was out there just waiting. He stopped moving, and he was just standing there on the sideline, and of course he was pinned there, and you know, once you stop moving, you're dead meat.
Once again, kind of the fear factor, though. I think he was under a lot of pressure.
Well, sure.
When he was rolling out.
Sure.
Chris Goldner's out wide left this time. Split backs behind Garcia in the backfield. They fake it. They're going to run the option. Garcia tries to put a move on Michael Phelps, but a nice job by Phelps to grab the jersey of Gabriel Garcia for a loss of 5 all the way back to the 16-yard line, and Wichita Falls will put the football game away once again.
Well, again, they lost, what, 5 yards on this series so far?
Oh, yeah. 4 yards.
Boy, Denison defense looking tough tonight.
Negative 11 yards now for the Coyotes. Jackets have got 10 on the line of scrimmage this time, coming for the block, looks like. DeJuan Gentry, the lone man deep for the Jackets, standing at about the 46. Punts away by Landauers, trying to punt it away from Gentry, and he does a good job of it. Takes a Wichita Falls roll and goes out of bounds at the Coyote 47-yard line.
He had 31-yarder.
Not bad, considering, you know, what he was trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, he had the Jacket defense was all in his face the whole, you know. He's getting a workout over there, though.
We have still not set up the Wichita Falls defense. Let's do that real quickly. Up front, they run a 5-2 defense, does Wichita Falls. Michael Winfrey and Mark Bendell are the defensive ends. Michael Morris and Bubba Correll are the tackles. Dylan Egan is the nose guard. Chase Bergow and Tony Castillo, the linebackers. Kerry Maroney and Isaac Landors are the corners. Adam Whitmire and Anwar Bell are the safeties. Jackets come with the 5 wide receiver look and the shotgun. No tight ends. Terrence Riddick in the shotgun. Nice snap from Andrew Keener. Riddick's going to roll to his right. He's going to throw deep. Aaron Hunt's there. Makes the catch. Yellow Jacket touchdown, Aaron Hunt. Nice job by Aaron Hunt. Kerry Maroney, number 10, tried to tip that one away, but I think timed his jump a little too early, Jay.
Yeah, I was going to say, great job by Aaron Hunt to just keep running as Maroney is jumping and waving and flailing his hands, and Aaron Hunt just keeps running patiently, waits for the ball to come down, and bada bang, touchdown.
Man.
Great throw by Riddick, too.
I mean, absolutely beautiful. Terrence Riddick to Aaron Hunt, 47-yard touchdown pass. Ooh, the Jackets are on pace for 80 tonight. Here's Robert Lay's extra point. Snaps back good. Robert Lay's extra point is good as well. 2:50 to play first quarter, 21-0. Denison leads Old High. Back with more Yellow Jacket football in a moment on KIKM.
Putting their clinic as usual on here. 2:50 to play in the first quarter. And Kenny, the Jackets have run 9 plays and have scored 21 points and have yet to start in their own position or their own field, end of the field yet. And we got total yards here so far. Denison 108, and Wichita Falls minus 11.
Oh, man.
And Riddick is, what do we have? 2 of 3 for 78 yards.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, and Aaron Hunt's been the recipient of both of those.
Oh, and here come the gals from Nabisco.
Oh, yeah.
Throwing some candy up in the crowd.
That's full-size candy bars. That ain't your normal snacking size there. Get out of the way.
Robert Lay's kickoff is going to Isaac Landauers. He is 5 yards deep. He says, forget this, I'm coming out. And he does. 10-15 across the 20. Nice return. Considering he was 5 yards deep, he gets out to about the 22, does Isaac Landauers.
And that'll be their best starting position of the night so far, the 22. And Kenny, you know, that's not a bad idea because there's always a chance something can happen if you run it out.
Yeah.
It could happen bad, it could happen good, but if you don't run it out, there is no chance anything's going to happen. I tell you, that lady's got her an arm down here in the brown suit, man. She is winging that stuff. Look at that. Woo!
She's supposed to be a cookie, I guess.
I guess.
1st and 10 for Wichita Falls High. Julius McKnight's got some room. He's across the 30, 35, and he's run out of bounds. Finally, at about the 38-yard line. Ronnie Braxton finally makes the stop after a pickup. Called a pickup of 16 there for Julius McKnight at the 38-yard line, so they're finally out of the negative yard.
And I tell you what, McKnight had all kinds of room on the left side of the ball that time.
Well, you look out there, they got some pretty big boys up front, especially on the right side of the offensive line. Berg goes in motion from the fullback spot. It's Julius McKnight, pitch out right side. He's stuffed right at the line of scrimmage this time. Nice defensive play. Michael Phelps clogging up the hole as only he can. Josh Gibson also in on the stop with his broken knuckle.
Hey, all right, here we
there
go.
Comes our candy.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks to all the good folks in Nabisco. They're throwing out some candy tonight, and they brought us some up here. We got some. What's wrong here, Mike? Mike's crying because he didn't get any. Which do you want, Mike? You want the Oreo granola bars for Mike. 2nd down and 10 for Wichita Falls High. Going to give it right up the middle again and absolutely nowhere to go.
That looked like some kind of a draw play, but
that was Landauers, the fullback on the carry there. That loses, give it a loss of 2, back to the 36.
Well, what happened that time is Garcia takes the snap and drops back and then kind of goes around Landauers and sticks the ball in from the back side of him to, I guess, a different take on the draw that I hadn't seen before.
Well, if you have a real aggressive defense that's coming way upfield, that might work for you. Landauers goes in motion from his fullback spot, and they're going to give it to McKnight on the counter. Running right, he's got a little room. He's across the 40. Derek McDade, along with Daniel Vogel, bring him down at about the 43-yard line. Pickup of 7 that time for Julius McKnight, and it will be 4th down and about 4.5 for the Coyotes.
You know, I'm thinking go for it here. This is, you know, if they don't make it, it's going to be Denison's worst field position of the night.
Well, I'm thinking you also have a decent chance of pinning Denison a little deeper in their own territory this time. 21-0. Jackets lead the ball game late here in the first quarter. Landauers to punt it away. Nice snap, and the punt is off. It's a low line drive punt. Hits at the 30 and rolls out of bounds at the 25. So that'll definitely be the deepest the Jackets have been all night long at their own 25-yard line. Let's just see how long it takes them to go down and score from there.
Wow. Well, what do we've got here? 22 seconds to play in the first quarter, and the score is 21-0 off of 9 Denison plays. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, they're just, wow. They're a good team.
Antoine Duncan is into the ball game. He's split out wide right, 2 tight ends. Michael Pugh in there at the tight end spot, as well as Aaron Hunt. And an offset eye behind Riddick. Roddy Braxton, the fullback. Chris Robertson dotting the I. 1st and 10 from their own 25 is Robertson running right, cuts it back left to the 30, breaks one tackle and drags the man to the 36-yard line. Enough for a first down, pickup of 11 for C-Rob.
Lead blocks on the play by
And they stop the clock to move the chains. We'll see if they get it started here in just a second, and maybe that might do it for the first quarter.
Well, you got 15 seconds.
Denison's already broke the huddle. They'll probably get another play off.
Yeah, they haven't even moved the chains yet.
Yeah, well, I think they wanted to check, make sure it was a first down, but it was a first down by
a yard.
Right. Jags with two tight ends again, and an offset eye, this time with the formation strength to the left. And, a wing right off Aaron Hunt's hip. It's going to be Chris Robertson running left on the sweep. He's across the 40, lots of room. Midfield, 45, 40, 35, one man to beat. He's got an angle on it, cuts inside, and he's finally brought down from behind at about the 21-yard line.
Wow. I tell you what, Chris Robertson is just something to see. If you guys haven't come out and seen him yet this year, you really need to try to get a chance to see him, because he is something special to watch.
Yes, he is. 21-0 through the first 12 minutes. We're back with the second quarter next. Denison leads 21-0. Back with more Yellow Jacket football in a moment on KIKM. Jackets now going from left to right, north to south. First and 10 from the old high 21-yard line. Jamal Holes wide right, Bilbrey wide left. Now Aaron Hunt backs off the line of scrimmage from his tight end spot and goes in motion from left to right. Bashari Turner's in at the fullback position. It's going to be Chris Robertson running right on the sweep. He's to the 15, inside the 10. Drags a couple of guys with him to about the 8-yard line.
Chris Robertson on the carry. Brought down by number 7.
Pick up a 13 for C-Rob on that one.
My word. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen him, that run right there, he just ran as hard as he could up into the middle, and he just kind of disappears into a sea of the white jerseys, and the pile moves.
Right.
And it doesn't stop for about 5 or 8 more yards after he hits the pile.
First and goal, Jaggers from the 8. They lead 21-0 already. Two tight ends and a full house backfield. It's going to be DeJuan Gentry getting it this time. Nice move at the 5. DeJuan Gentry, Yellow Jacket touchdown. Stops on a dime.
Stops on a dime, jukes behind the referee.
Wow.
For the
that
touchdown.
Was amazing.
Oh, man. I tell you what, there's more talent on this team than a lot of teams wish they could get in a couple seasons.
That's right.
My word.
Robert later takes the extra point out of the holding Josh Gibson.
Touchdown run of 8 yards for DeJuan Gentry, and the Jackets lead at 27-0. Extra point by Robert Lay. Through the uprights onto Morgan Street, and it's good. 11:27 to play, second quarter. Denison 28, Wichita Falls I 0. Back to more Yellow Jacket football in a moment.
We talked about it on a break a little bit, but man, what a run. I mean, that was just something to see there, the way, Gentry just stopped.
That was phenomenal.
No, man, in Fuego. I've done my research here.
5 plays, 75 yards, only took them 55 seconds to get there. And the Jackets do lead at 28-0. Yeah, DeJuan Gentry, it looked like he was running into some defenders, including number 7, Adam Whitmire. He stops on a dime and runs away from everybody into the end zone. We're out of hand early, 28-0. Robert Lay to kick it off. Isaac Landors back deep, low line drive kick. Landors lets it go over his head, bounces in and out of the end zone. And another touchback for Robert Lay. Now the horse from the touch and go.
Oh yeah, it just
sounds a little better.
It's better when it comes from the goal.
Just look at the difference in sizes there in the old bank.
2 times.
Touch and goal takes up 2 sections. First and 10 for Wichita Falls High from the 20. Handoff, Julius McKnight running left. Looked like he had a little bit of room. Paul Howard drags him down, though, after basically no gain. Also Daniel Vogel in there. We'll give him a gain of 1 to the 21 for McKnight.
Brought down by number 32, Paul Howard.
Kenny, you kind of wonder, are they going to keep trying to go with the game plan and run here?
Well,
or you just, does it get so bad that you just keep playing, basically it becomes practice? I mean,
yeah.
What point do you give up?
Tim Distell out right. Randy Alexander split wide left. And Berg's going to get it this time. Ricky Berg running right and absolutely nowhere to go. He's tripped up in the backfield. And back there to make the stop for the Jackets, Daniel Vogel. Paul Howard also helps out. Caught a loss of 2. There for number 5, Ricky Berg. And it's 3rd and 11. And Jay, I agree with it. They tried something a little different there, but you know, still basically a sweep play. You just kind of had a little motion and try a different guy. And Twins wide left this time. Garcia is going to fake this time. He's rolling to his left. He's got to get out of there a little faster in his head as he tries to throw the ball. It's incomplete. Aaron Hunt hits him back at the 10, almost intercepted.
That's a questionable.
Very questionable whether or not the arm was moving forward. That's
right.
a tough call to make. And I think from up here it might have been. But Jay, that's a situation. Gabriel Garcia coming out of from under center there. He's got to get out there faster.
Oh yeah, he's going to have to get on the horse and go.
Yeah.
He's going to have to get out there, and once he gets there, he's going to have to set and throw. He's not going to have time to wait around look for receivers.
Got an official timeout here for some reason. And checking in on the punt return for the Jackets is Ryan Hall. Back deep, though, is Molly and Gentry. Aaron Hunt coming again, and he gets this one. Could it be Michael Phelps again? Oh, and the Jackets can't get on it. It's still rolling around to the 3. It's this time it's Josh Gibson with the Yellow Jacket touchdown. Aaron Hunt with another block punt. Ball rolls around for a while. I think everybody on the Jacket team wanted to pick it up.
They're fighting to see who's going to get the touchdown. You know.
Josh Gibson ends up getting the touchdown for the Jackets. It's 34-0.
They're lucky they didn't fall down on the ball there or something, but you know, as much action was going on around there, but there wasn't any coyotes around to get involved, that's for sure. OOC?
Yeah, that's right. Mike turns out the lights. This is over early. Snaps back in good fashion. Robert lays kickoff, extra point. It's good. And here comes Danny V. Oh, he's lost the step. 9:45 to play first half. Denison 35. The old High Coyotes nothing. Back for Yellow Jackets.
Denison, after a block punt there, scores another touchdown. Josh Gibson picks it up and runs it in for the touchdown. And man, oh man, oh man. If you tune out for a second and get up and go to the bathroom or something, you may miss a touchdown in this game.
Yeah, no kidding.
And boy, but stay tuned in because we got stuff going on at halftime. We got the trivia question again. All right.
Buster's supposed to supply halftime trivia is coming up for you. At halftime, Robert Lay to kick off once again.
I think they've got to run this out of the end zone this time, Kenny.
Well, yeah, they got to catch it first. They can't decide who wants it. Landors takes it 2 yards deep, brings it out along the right hash. She's across the 15, and not a whole lot more than that. Out to about the 18 is it. Brandon Key in on the stop along with Chase Archer.
I still think that they've got to keep running that ball out of the end zone because they got a chance for something to happen that way. You know, we said that before, but man.
Well, I think they've just got to do something different offensively here. I mean, you know, a halfback pass or
a reverse.
Yeah, something.
You know, line up with like different formations and all kinds of funky stuff they've got to do.
Randy Alexander and Chris Gollner split out as twins to the left side. 1st and 10 from the 18 for Wichita Falls. They give it on the counter to Julius McKnight, looking for somewhere to go. Nice juke move in the middle. Then he's hit hard right about the 22, but a nice job of McKnight of keeping his feet. DeJuan Gentry on the stop, as well as Paul Howard. And a pickup of 5 to the 23 for Julius McKnight. McKnight. Julius McKnight. That's right. We're sorry, Jay.
I'm with you. Whatever.
One of our high school teachers, one of the old high school teachers at Denison High School. 2nd down and 5. It's going to be McKnight again. A little bit of a hole. He squeaks through that, but then he trips, I believe, over one of his own players. Credit Paul Howard with a stop and a pickup of 2 to the 25. It'll be second down at about 3.
Well, we're down.
Third down.
We got 8:35 and count here in the second quarter, 35-0. And
Brings up a third down 3 for the
a pretty big 3rd and 3 play for Wichita Falls if they want to keep this game under 70.
Twins wide left, offset eye. Alexander goes in motion, handed to McKnight again. He's got the first down and some more. 35 up to about the 38. Nice run again by McKnight. Molly brings him down.
McKnight on the carry. Run number 33, Jamal Hall, after getting a first down 45.
Give him a gain of 12 that time for Julius McKnight out to the 38-yard line. Nice piece of running there.
Yeah.
Nice piece of blocking up front by the big guys. Number 78 over there on the left side. Aurelio Castillo.
Well, and that just shows you that they've got the ability to move the ball. They've done that several times now, and they just got to string it together here on several plays in a row.
First and 10 now from the 38, and they give it to right up the middle to the fullback. He's got a good little gain across the 40 to about the 45 for Paul Howard can bring down.
Number 48, Isaac Landors on the carry.
Isaac Landors.
Number 32, Paul Howard.
Another nice pickup, gain of 7 for Landors. It'll be second down and 3.
Ball spotted on the 45-yard line of the
Junior
Coyotes.
Johnston will check out for the Jackets, and Eddie Baker is in there, one of the tackle positions. Michael Phelps still in there. Bashari Turner was in on a linebacker spot, but he's checked back out now. Dewan Gentry is in at safety, and Garcia doing a little razzle-dazzle behind his back. He throws one deep to the right side, and it's well out of bounds. Was intended for number 46, Mike Morris.
I've never seen a quarterback do that before. Kenny did a little around the world there with a ball.
Looked like he was trying to.
Like he was playing basketball.
It looked like maybe he carried out his fake a little too far, and his ball got kind of stuck behind him. Looked like he wanted to hide it, but just kind of did a little whirl around behind his back.
Whirled around?
That's a good way. That's a good way to fumble the football, though.
Yeah, it is. Oh boy, that was exciting for us anyway.
Got that third down and 3 again with 3 wide receivers for Wichita Falls High, and they hand it right up the middle. They're not going to get the first down this time. Eddie Baker, first one on the stop. Julius McKnight got the carry. Paul Howard in there as well as Tim Bilbrey on the stop. And a gain of 1 is all for McKnight. It's going to be 4th and 2.
And they're going to go for it. They have really no other option at this point. They need to score some points if they in any way, shape, or form want to get back in this game. And they're not going to be any worse off than they have been previously if they turn the ball over here on their own 44-yard line.
Jay, what point in this game do we start talking about Sherman?
Well, yeah, we got to at least wait till halftime.
Oh, okay. 4th and 2, right up the middle. Julius McKnight, second effort, gets the first down to midfield, spinning all over the place. Nice job only to pick up 4 yards, but that was a tough 4 yards for Julius McKnight. He's a big boy, and he picks up 4 and gets a first down to the midfield stripe.
That was a great effort there individually to get that extra yardage. Enough for the first, because he was stopped short, about 2 yards short of the first down. With a couple spin moves and a couple jukes and kept his legs moving, he gets it. Just across the midfield stripe into Jacket territory are the Coyotes. Moving right along here. This drive has gone 7 plays now for the Coyotes. Garcia's under a lot of pressure, rolls his right, slips, and he's brought down by Andrew Keener well back at about the 35-yard line. Loss of 15, and Gabriel Garcia was trying to get away. It looked like they were set up a screen pass, Jay, the way the Denison defensive line got right into Garcia's face, and then Garcia slipped a little bit. Now Garcia's limping a little bit as he is going to check out for a minute. He slipped at about the 40 and then realized he was in some trouble and tried to get away from the Jacket defense, but Andrew Keener drags him down back at the 35. Loss of 15 yards for the Coyotes. They didn't need that. Well, they're in a world of hurt now. 2nd and 25. Well, we got 5:49 to play here in the first half at the Jungle in Munson Stadium here in Denison. 35-0. Checking in at quarterback is number 8, Michael Hansborough. He's thrown the ball 10 times this year. He's 3 out of 10. He wants to throw on first down, and he does, and he overthrows his intended receiver on the screen pass. It was intended for number 5, Ricky Berg. Paul Howard gets a flag. He gets up, jumped up and down a little bit, and I think he was trying to get the crowd fired up a little bit on the far sideline.
And they're going to throw a flag on him, and I think they're going to get that 15 yards back and a first down. And Paul Howard's going to check out of the ball game, it looks like now. It's tough. That's a tough call. That's a rule they've got. But you can't do that. You can't get over there and taunt. I mean, you can celebrate it with your own players, but that's about all you want to do. And Paul Howard clearly was not doing that. He was clearly looking up into the stands. Nevertheless, 15 yards and a first down back at the midfield stripe for the Coyotes.
Well, that is too bad because Denison had him pinned down really in some serious trouble. Second, it was going to be 3rd and 25.
Tim Distill and Randy Alexander split out wide left. Mike Morris wide right. They're going to hand it on the draw play to Julius McKnight. He's hit by Josh Gibson as he crosses the line of scrimmage and picks up about a yard. Nice job by Gibson. He was right in the middle of being blocked, and he just kind of used his body to get in there. Didn't have a chance to wrap up, but hit McKnight hard enough to knock his feet out from under him. Called a gain of 2 for Julius McKnight to the 48. And it's 2nd and 8. Twins coming out wide left again this time. Chris Goldner and Randy Alexander. Goldner actually in the slot. And an offset eye. Julius McKnight, some room on the left side, and then stops, and he's brought down from behind, but a nice little pickup. Gain of 4 before DeJuan Gentry can make the stop to the Jacket 44. And it'll be 2nd and about 4, or excuse me, 3rd and 4 in this. It's been a long drive, 11-play drive now for Wichita Falls High.
They've had the ball for coming up on 7 minutes. Is that not? No.
Oh, we've had a little over 5 minutes now.
Over 5
and a half minutes. Clock's at 4 minutes. 35-0 Jackets lead. Now there's some movement on both sides of the football. We'll see what happens with Josh Gibson.
Oh, there's the flag for that. You knew that was coming.
Well, that's. I think Mr. Gibson had plenty of time to hear the whistle there since everybody else stopped. But he figured, hey.
Yeah,
so penalties go both ways. The legal procedure against Wichita Falls High.
They'll mark them both off.
Personal foul and necessary roughness against the Jackets. And no, they called it. Oh, I'm sorry, both are against Denison. Legal procedure and the personal foul, so ends up being a 20-yard penalty.
Huge. I thought it was going to be a net gain for Wichita Falls High of 5.
Well, that's I mean, there's lots of times you want to see you guys get in there and get some licks in, but I think Josh Gibson's delayed reaction there. There was 5 or 6 seconds between the whistle blowing and him darting in and hitting one of the offensive linemen. Julius McKnight running right on the sweep, and he slips down. I think Josh Gibson a little upset this time that he slipped down. I think he wanted to lay a lick. He's probably a little upset after that call. McKnight loses 2 back to the 27-yard line. Excuse me, loses 3. It'll be 2nd down to 13. Clock running, 3:19 to play first half. I guess this is a way to keep Denison from scoring. Just hold on to the football. They've done a good job of it. Goldner and Alexander out left, Berg in motion. Now handoff on the counter back to Julius McKnight running left. He's got some more room down to about the 23-yard line. Pick up 4 before Gibson brings him down there at the 23. 3rd and a long 8. This drive started back at their 18-yard line.
Well, they're really looking good here. I mean, this does not look like the team that played the first quarter for sure.
Alexander goes wide right. 42 Tim Distill is wide left. McKnight the lone setback, and Hansborough under a lot of pressure as soon as he comes from out from under center, and Aaron Hunt sacks him back at the 30-yard line.
Well,
Only a loss of 7 because Hunt got back there so far. It might have been even worse than that if Hansborough could have got away for a little bit.
Well, I think they're going to have to go again here. They're going to, you know, this is obviously the best field position they've had, the deepest they've ever, well, it's the only time they've been in Denison territory. And with 150 and counting on the play clock this half, they're going to have to probably go for some points here.
Berg in motion again. They're going to fake the pitch and throwing deep left side is Hansborough, and it's incomplete. Should have been intercepted by Jamal Hull. Was underthrown, intended for Randy Alexander, and it falls incomplete. And the Jackets finally get the ball back on downs after a 15-play drive and a nice drive by Wichita Falls, but they come away with nothing.
Well, you know, you could look at it like they came away from it with nothing, or you can look at it that, you know, Denison hadn't scored in the last 7 minutes. So
that's true.
Definitely slowed down the onslaught.
Jackets start at their own 30-yard line, 1st and 10. Really their first possession. They had it for the first 33 seconds of the second quarter, but this is really their first possession of the second quarter. 1st and 10, and draw play. Chris Robertson, lots of room up the middle, 40, runs over a man at the 45. Adam Whitmire didn't want any part of that, but he does a nice job of bringing Robertson down at the 48. Pickup of 18 for C-Rob. That'll put him over the century mark for tonight. 105 yards on 8 carries. Now for Chris Robertson.
Wow. In 1/2. Looks like Denison's going to call a timeout here.
Well, and a lot of people might be thinking they're trying to run the score. No, I don't think so. I think there was some confusion. Some substitutions trying to be made on the offensive line. Some confusion.
Along with Kenny Walker, 35-0. Denison up on the Wichita Falls Coyotes with 1:19 to play in the first half.
Chris Ledoux spent a little time at Denison High School, so we got to get him in there.
Yeah.
Went to old DHS for a couple of years, so I want to thank Chris Ledoux for doing a little something for us last weekend. We appreciate that. 1st and 10 for the Jackets from their own 48-yard line. Offset I, 2 tight ends and a wing. Inside reverse, this time to Bashari Turner. No, Marcus Walker. He's got some room down to the old high 40-yard line before he was brought down by Jason Haywood. That's a pickup of 12 for Marcus Walker. And another first down. Clock running 1:10. First half. We'll have the Touch of Gold band for you at halftime, as well as the Buster's Upholstery and Supply halftime trivia. Jackets with 5 wide receivers and a shotgun formation. Snaps back in good fashion, and shuttle pass is incomplete. It's intended for Ronnie Braxton. That's 2 weeks in a row they've tried that, and it's been incomplete. Jackets just having a little trouble with that one. The clock will stop with that. It's one of those situations, Jay, you got to kind of wonder when you take a lead like this, what do you do if you're in Bob Brown's position? I mean, number one, you want to work on some things for the playoffs, but you can't really throw the ball anymore tonight. I mean, it's almost impossible, especially, I mean, you know, maybe 1 or 2 more here, but especially in the second half, it's just hard to throw the ball when you're up like this. That could come back to haunt you in future years. 2nd 10 from the 40 for the Jackets, and Riddick is going to throw. He's looking. He throws deep, left side, incomplete. Now it's intercepted and overthrown a couple of times. He's overthrown now. Has Terrence Riddick, and Jason Haywood makes the interception at about the 20-yard line and runs it all the way back to the 46. So interception number 3 on the season for Terrence Riddick. Had all kinds of time back there. Had a couple of receivers, Jay, and kind of threw it right in the middle of both of them.
Well, we've talked about that before. You know, there's been several times when the ball's thrown to receivers that it's hard for us to tell who it's going to because the receivers are within 2 or 3 yards of each other. And that time really wasn't the case. It just went straight to, was that number 7 there, Adam Whitmire.
1st and 10 for the Coyotes from their own 46. And Gabriel's back in at quarterback, I believe. Not still Hansborough. And he throws on the run. It's incomplete. It was intended for Ricky Alexander, number 12, at about the 45. Jamal Hull on the coverage.
And Hansborough looks pretty dang good back there.
Well, he's not too bad.
Got a little snap to the throw there.
He does have a little snap, but he's in one of those situations probably he just needs more work. He could probably be a heck of a quarterback next year. Garcia's a senior. And Hansborough also a senior, so actually he will not get a chance next year. Let's see, is anybody else quarterback? Well, Julius McKnight's thrown a pass this year out of the backfield. 2nd 10 from the own 46 for the Coyotes, and Hansborough wants to throw again, and he does. It's complete to Ricky Berg across midfield, and officials over there pulling the flag out. I think a late hit on the far sideline. Looks like Josh Gibson in trouble again. He's not really excited about that call.
Well, nobody really seems to be on the Denison sideline excited about that call either.
That one a lot closer. That was one of them that I wouldn't fault Josh Gibson for the hit there. Guy might have been a step out of bounds, and that's about it. Pickup of 8 on the pass play to Ricky Berg, but then tack 15 more for a personal foul.
Well, I tell you what, Denison penalty is Wichita Falls' best offense so far.
Wichita Falls probably going to try their hardest to tack something on the board here before the end of the first half. 29 seconds to play in this first half. Jackets lead at 35-0. Alexander is wide left. They're going to pitch it out to Julius McKnight. He's going to throw his 2nd pass of the year. He's going deep. It's well overthrown and almost intercepted. DeJuan Gentry couldn't catch up with it either. Was intended for Chris Gollner.
Well, Gentry couldn't catch it, and he was 10, 12 yards further downfield than their receiver.
A halfback pass is a nice thing to do once in a while, but your halfback usually just takes the ball and gets up there and heaves it.
Man, and that's what he did.
And that time there was good coverage. That's a perfect play if your defense is fooled. But the Jagged defense was not. Did a good job of staying home.
Well, it's because they're well coached and they're disciplined on their assignments, and rarely have we seen blown assignments.
Hansborough wants to throw again. Now he's going to roll this right as he's under some pressure from Andrew Keener. He's going to keep it and run down the sideline. Aaron Hunt runs him out of bounds after he gets across the 25 to about the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 there for Hansborough.
We're down to 16 seconds to play in the half here.
Clock did stop though with Hansborough running out of bounds. Trying to find Gabriel Garcia on the old high sidelines to see. Hadn't seemed to locate him yet. He might have gone to the dressing room a little early. 3rd down at about 5 for the Coyotes, and they're going to throw right over the middle, and it's incomplete. Nice defense by the umpire.
Yeah.
Who looked to be in the way. Mike Morris, the intended receiver, and it's going to be 4th down again for the Coyotes. I'll tell you, Jay, I think the thing that pleases me the most, we come out here and we kind of joke around about these games, the way Denison dominates, but I think the thing that's most pleasing to watch if you're a Denison fan is the way, now last week a little bit of an exception, but the Jackets come out, and even last week after they got down a little bit, the Jackets still have to take care of business, and that's exactly what they're doing. 4th down and 5, and incomplete pass. Hansborough had Aaron Hunt in his face, and he just kind of threw it away. It looked like Julius McKnight, maybe the intended receiver in the Jacket offense, will take over with 10 seconds left to play here in the first half. But Jay, it's one of those situations. I mean, you see teams all the time. Major upsets. There's no reason that some games you see that a major team, like a Michigan or somebody, can get beat by a Bowling Green or somebody like that. I'm being hypothetical, but upsets like that happen all the time. And if the Jags don't come in here and take care of business week in and week out, it could happen. And they haven't showed any signs of not having focus in any ball game this year.
You are correct, sir.
Jackets are just going to take a knee here. Last week they did get down early, but that was just a couple of quick mistakes by the Jags. Not necessarily that they weren't focused, but an interception and then a long pass. Give them a little credit. They were up early, but not tonight. We're at halftime at the Jungle Munson Stadium. Denison Yellow Jackets lead the Wichita. A little delayed reaction. Wichita Falls Coyotes trailing the Denison Yellow Jackets 35-0. Got the Buster's Upholstery Supply halftime trivia on the way for you. Also got halftime statistics and a whole lot more coming up for you at halftime, including the Touch of Gold band. some serious whoopings going on at the Jungle and some serious whoopings going on here again tonight. Finally, though, Andy Barbosa gets to kick off for Wichita Falls. DeJuan Gentry standing at this 10-yard line. And they kick it along the ground. It's going to take a few hops. It's going to be picked up by Jamal Hall at the 25. Takes it up the middle, 35, 40. He's got some room all the way across to the far side of the field, 45. He is into about the 35, 30. Has to cut back inside. He fumbles the football out of bounds. But he's finally brought down at about the 28-yard line as he gets over into the fog that was still left from the smoke machine. The Jags came out on the field. Fumbles the football, but it goes out of bounds at the 28-yard line. And Jay, you know, you start to get a little excited about that, but heck, that's almost routine now.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, the teams, you know, they kick these short squibbers thinking that they're going to cause some trouble for the Denison receiving team, but you know, and that was an odd one. It looked like it was going to try to be an onside kick because it was at a big time angle, but you know, it went about 30 yards down the field. It was really weird.
3 wide receivers for the Jacket. Riddick 3-step drop. He throws and it's knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Nice defensive play. It was the defensive end. It was number 46, Mike Morris, who knocked the ball down. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Terrence Riddick now 2 out of 5 throwing the football. A couple of overthrows and then that one batted down. Derek McDade comes split out wide right. Bilbrey wide left. And conventional offense with an offset eye. Ronnie Braxton, the fullback. Chris Robertson dotting the I to start the second half. And it's going to be Chris Robertson getting the sweep, and he's got plenty of room up the middle. 20, 15.
Chris Robertson on the carry.
And he's brought down inside the 15-yard line by Adam Whitmire at about the 11.
You know, Whitmire, he just he gets involved in all these plays, but he just kind of gets in the way. Gets in the way and puts a good body in front of Chris Robertson.
$16-yard pickup to the 12, they'll call it. 1st and 10 for the Jackets. It's Robertson again running right. Got plenty of room. A hole, runs over a man at the 5 to the 4. Adam Whitmire, the man he ran over, but he held on to him to the 4-yard line. We'll call that a gain of 8 for Chris Robertson. It'll be 2nd down and a long 2. Jackets lead 35-0 early here in the 3rd quarter, knocking on the door. 2nd down and 3, we'll call it, from the 4-yard line. Power I behind Terrence Riddick with 2 tight ends. Daniel Vogel, one of those tight ends. Ball snapped by Andrew Keener, and nobody else moved. And flags fly and whistles blow, and we'll see.
I think that's going to be on Denison there.
Yeah. Andrew Keener maybe didn't know the snap count. Snapped it just a little bit early because nobody else.
Well, it looked like maybe 62 Kyle Sylvester may have moved. To me, anyway, but
nevertheless, the Jackets are backed up to the 9, and it'll be 2nd down and about 7. Across the offensive line for the Jackets, Andrew Keener is at center. Kyle Sylvester and Chase Archer the guards. Eddie Baker and now Shane Yergin the tackles. Chad Carlett not in the ball game right now. They're going to give it up the middle. Chris Robertson, he's got a little bit to about the 5. Give him a pickup of 4 yards to the 5-yard line, and it's going to be 3rd down and a long 4 for the Jackets just inside the 5-yard line. Chad Carter looks to be, Jackets are only had to go 3rd down 1 time, and they converted on that one. Chad Carter looks to be fine, standing over on the sidelines, just taking a breather here, and Shane Yergin gets some playing time. 3rd down and 4 for the Jackets from the 5. Riddick fakes it, wants to throw. He's going to throw back of the end zone, incomplete. Intended for Michael Pugh. Nice coverage by number 7, Adam Whitmire, who had Michael Pugh covered like a blanket, and the Jackets are going to have 4th down. It looks like they're going to go with the field goal unit.
It looks like Terrence Riddick missed Tim Bilbrey. He was wide open in the left-hand side of the end zone in the flat there.
Well, another one of those situations, we talk about every once in a while, Riddick looks to sometimes won't look to a secondary receiver. Looks all the way, and 9 times out of 10 when they run that, Jay, that play right there, the tight end is wide open in the back of the end zone.
point on the hold of Josh Gibson.
Robert Lay to try a 22-yard field goal. Josh Gibson, the holder. Ball's right in the middle of the field, so basically just a 22-yard extra point. A little longer than an extra point by a couple of yards. Snaps back good, but Josh Gibson drops it and fumbles it straight ahead, and it looks like Wichita Falls is on it. Really doesn't matter. It was 4th down, and the Coyotes take over. So,
well, that's not going to make anybody happy on the sidelines. Even though it's 35-0, the game's not in jeopardy here. You got to execute on these plays.
Well, Jay, the situation is there. Josh Gibson's got a broken knuckle, and you know, you kind of wonder.
Yeah.
Did that bother him at all? But you think if it was going to bother him, the Jacket coaches would have realized that early in the week, because he broke it last week in the game.
Yeah, he's been practicing, and they've been doing the practices with it all week long.
Right.
So.
Nevertheless, the Jackets drive stalls, and 1st and 10 from their own 7 now for Wichita Falls. It's going to be Julius McKnight up the middle from the 7 to about the 8 is all. A gain of 1 for McKnight.
40 Julius McKnight brought down by 7 Yellow Jackets, led by number 32, Paul Howard.
Well,
Second down and 9 now for Wichita Falls.
This will give the Denison defense another opportunity to pin them back in here deep. And the last couple times, or the first few times that Wichita Falls had the ball, they were down deep in here and went backwards and really almost had to punt from the end zone twice.
2-man wide left. McKnight gets the carry, and he hits, runs into Tim Bilbrey. And makes a good stop, but McKnight drags him for a few more out to about the 13-yard line. We'll call it the 12 and a pickup of 4 there for McKnight, and it's going to be 3rd and 5. Julius McKnight now on the evening, 19 carries, 57 yards for Mr. McKnight, the 210-pound senior running back. Wichita Falls with 3rd down. They're 1 out of 10 on 3rd down conversions. And they're going to run it. McKnight running left, trying to get outside, cuts inside of Marcus Walker. Flag down to the 16-yard line is Julius McKnight.
40 McKnight brought down by number 32, Paul Howard for the Yellow.
Looks like he'd be just short of a 1st down if the play stands, but it's going to be holding against the Coyotes. And
yeah, it was pretty much a tackle.
You got a tough situation here, though. You're going to leave them probably with about 4th and less than a yard, or you can back them up and give them 3rd.
Well, I think you back them up because they're going to go for it.
Yeah, it's going to be half the distance to the goal from the flag.
Mark off against the Coyotes.
Puts them back at the 6-yard line.
Well, now they're in a world of hurt back there. 3rd and an 11, or 12, 11.
Ends up being about a 7-yard penalty there for the Coyotes. Back to the 6-yard line. 8:17 to play 3rd quarter. Jackets lead 35-0. Distel and Alexander split out wide left, and Hansborough wants to throw. He throws it hard, and it's knocked down to the line of scrimmage by Adam Chacho. Nice job by Chacho getting up in the air. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, that's Gabriel Garcia who's back in at quarterback. His pass here falls incomplete, and the Coyotes will have to punt the football away.
And they'll be punting from deep in their own territory here. As the Jacket receivers here, Jamal Hull and can't see who that is. That DeJuan Gentry.
Yeah, DeJuan Gentry back here deep.
On the 32-yard line, they're lined
now
up.
Some shifting going on by Wichita Falls, and they split a man out wide right. We'll see what they're trying to block, go with a fake, and they don't. A knuckleball off the foot of Isaac Landors. And the official's going to mark it out at about the 23-yard line.
Oh, boy, that's going to be a 17-yard punt.
It's tough.
A 17-yard punt from the 6. So that wouldn't even, I don't think it got the 1st down.
Yeah, it would have barely got the
I
first
guess
down.
It
He got the 1st down by about 6 or 7 yards.
All right, I'm just getting a little overzealous here. I don't know.
First and 10 for the Jackets.
He had slapped me around. I'm getting crazy.
No real changes made yet for the Jackets. Thought C-Rob might be out of the game by now, but he's still in there, dotting the I in this offset I backfield. 1st and 10 from the Coyote 23-yard line. 2 tight ends and a wing back. It's going to be Ronnie Braxton getting the carry this time. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage. And probably no gain. In there on the stop was number 4, Chase Vergowan, and also number 44, Tony Castillo, and 64, Dan Lai, who is listed at 230 pounds, but looks a heck of a lot bigger than that at the right tackle spot. Matter of fact, a loss of 1 there for Braxton, 2nd and 11. It's Chris Robertson this time on the sweep left. Following Terrence Riddick, he's got a block. He cuts inside about the 15, stays on his feet to the 13-yard line, and a nice gain by C-Rob. Nice run.
Number 65, Bubba.
Pickup of 12 for Chris Robertson on that play, and a Jacket first down.
Well, Kenny, I think what we're going to start seeing here is we're going to see, I believe Coach Brown is going to play his first string a little bit longer here. Just to get them in shape, game condition here. They have not played an entire game yet. Really, they've only not even really played 3 quarters.
And also, this game not quite as out of hand as some of the others may have been. Instead of being ahead 50-0, it's only 35. So, 1st and 10 from the 13, and Riddick gives it right up the middle this time. Braxton, the fullback, gets the carry to the 10-yard line. A pickup. Caught a pickup of 2 for Braxton. 2nd and 8.
Denison has Sherman next week, which could be a close game, and the first team may have to be in there, and the game could come down to the last few minutes of the game. And then the playoffs start, and really it's no mercy in the playoffs. You just go.
2nd down and 8 for the Jackets from Wichita Falls 10-yard line. Aaron Hunt goes in motion from left to right. And Riddick wants to throw. He's rolling to his right. He throws into the end zone, or just short of the end zone. It's caught by Aaron Hunt. Nice diving catch at about the 2. Nice pass and catch right about the first down marker for Aaron Hunt. And it is going to be a Yellow Jacket first down. It'll be 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. 8-yard pass from Riddick to Aaron Hunt. And Jay, I think the only thing, and this happened again last year, and it's something we don't care about as much as the 3 teams in the playoffs in Class 4A. Some people in favor, some people oppose, but both Denison and Sherman already in the playoffs, so doesn't quite mean as much. Riddick keeps the ball after faking it to Robertson, and not a whole lot there. He gets to 1. We'll give Terrence Riddick a gain of 1 on that play. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And so that's the situation. No matter what, Sherman will go into the Division I bracket. Denison is assured a playoff spot already in the Division II bracket. And it's really not quite as much. Sure, you like a district championship.
Well, that's what the district championship now means, zip. I mean, right. You know, the bottom line, it's a thing. Well, yeah, we won the district, but, you know, it doesn't matter.
Power eye behind Terrence Riddick. Jacket fullbacks move over to the left side. And Chris Robertson has got an easy lane into the end zone for the Yellow Jacket touchdown. And it is 41-0. Yeah, and in some districts it does mean a lot. A lot of 17 districts, and there's even some 18 districts in the state. But when you're in a 16 district like this one, it just really, you put 3 teams in the playoff, you're going to have a really weak team going into the playoffs. Yep. Lots of times. Now, lots of times not necessarily. If you look at 9-4A, when you got the McKinneys and the Highland Parks, the Coppells and Colleyville Heritage, and those guys, South Lake Carroll and Grapevine, I mean, now that's the type of district that, heck, probably all 6 teams deserve to be in the playoffs. Robert Lay's extra point is good. 5:12 to play, 3rd quarter. Denison 42, Wichita Falls High, nothing. Jackets look like in the first round right now, if the playoffs were to start tonight, would be taking on the Bears of Fort Worth Brewer. But, of course, that all could change in the next couple of weeks. Pretty tough little district over there as well, with Saginaw, Boswell, and Fort Worth Brewer, and Springtown. Also Azle, but Azle expected to go into the Division I bracket. Robert Lay's kickoff is taken at the 2 by Landors, and he drops it. Julius McKnight picks it up at the 5, runs it straight up the middle, and gets out to about the 18 before he's brought down by a host of Jackets, led there by Chase Archer, Brandon Key. Also Bashari Turner in on the stop, and Wichita Falls will set up shop 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And Wichita Falls just seems like nothing's going right for them tonight. Like then, they finally get a kickoff. They can return at about the 2-yard line, and it just goes right through Landor's hands. By that time, you got the Denison kicking team time to settle down and get in their lanes. And that's something that Coach Brown said they worked on a lot this week, Jay, is they were not staying in their lane because they were getting so many touchbacks and they got a little lackadaisical. Said they worked on that a lot in practice this week, staying in their lanes. Handoff right up the middle. I believe that's Julius McKnight, unless they have made some changes. Well, he got up so fast, I lost him. Where'd he go?
I think you're right, though.
Second ball carriers, McKnight on the play, brought down after a short game.
Well, we'll make sure we have it right. Second down and 9, nevertheless, a gain of 1. Actually, it was not McKnight. That's number, is that 22, I guess? They fake it to him this time. They're going to throw. Gabriel Garcia hits Ricky Bird. Nice little pass at the 20, and then he's hammered by Derek McDade as he only picks up 1 yard to the 20, and that was number 22, by the way, Corey Embers, who carried the ball on that last play. Corey Embers wearing number 22. He's 180 pounds and a junior. Third down and about 7. We'll give him a pickup of 2 on that last pass play to Ricky Bird. Gabriel Garcia.
695. You have the ticket number. Bring it to the north end of the press box to get your football.
Third down and 7. Offset eye behind Gabriel Garcia. From just outside the 20-yard line, Garcia's pass is a low-line drive, and it's incomplete. Almost intercepted by Josh Gibson. Was intended for Chris Goldner, number 9, and it falls incomplete. The old High Coyotes look like they're going to put the football away once again. And Jay, one thing you got to you wonder about once in a while is what exactly, well, I mean, I guess you can actually watch and find out, but Wichita Falls programs, all 3 of them, used to be some stud programs. And now it seems that all 3 of them have kind of fallen by the wayside. That's kind of strange. You figure in a town the size of Wichita Falls, you'd have 1 school that would have some success. DeJuan Gentry takes a line drive punt, and he's going to come all the way back to the other side of the field, try to get the wall, and he does. 40, 35, 30, got some blocking in front, 20, 15, 10, about to fall, cuts inside of the 5. Oh! In the end zone, Yellow Jacket touchdown. No, they're saying he stepped out at the 7-yard line, and I don't know if he stepped out or not. I was watching his feet to check myself, and they're saying he stepped out about the 8. It was awfully, awfully close.
Well, again, just we'll give Denison some credit here. Outstanding special teams, punt return teams here. A 25-yard punt and about a 38-yard return. So, man.
Punt returns are phenomenal, and it's all speed, Jay. How many teams can you see that can get all the way to the other side of the field like that to get behind his wall? DeJuan Gentry's in at quarterback, and he fumbles the snap. Now a flag down from the referee.
Flag on the play.
Clint Shaw, your referee tonight out of the Fort Worth chapter. He's the one that throws this particular flag. And that's one of those, the ball is kicked to the far side of the field. The Jackets had a return right on, so DeJuan Gentry, legal substitution against the Coyotes. DeJuan Gentry has got to come all the way across the field. I mean, he was probably, what, 6 or 7 yards, Jay, maybe from the far sideline.
Yeah, he was definitely he was around where the numbers are.
He has to come all the way across the field. It turned on the speed. Got around the corner, had some blocking out in front of him.
Yeah, just kind of put his hand out on his blocker's back and just rode him down there. And then when he got down there to about the 5, it just kind of looked like he stopped, turned around, and backed into the end zone.
After the 5-yard penalty, 1st and goal for the Jackets. Just inside the Coyote 5-yard line. It's Lewis Hubert on the carry, right up the middle. Easy Yellow Jacket touchdown. Lewis Hubert, 5-yard touchdown run, and the Jackets lead it 48-0.
Big, huge hole there. The middle of the offensive line is the defense, or the Denison offensive line is just dominating up there right now. Blowing huge holes every time that they need one.
Robert Lay to try to tack on the extra point. Snaps back in good fashion. Ball is down. Robert Lay's kick through the uprights onto Morgan Street, and it is good. 49-0. Jaggers lead Wichita Falls High. This is Yellow Jacket football on 101.7 KIKM. One play, 7 yards, 13 seconds. 4-yard touchdown run by Lewis Hubert. That last drive, to give Denison that 49-0 lead after Robert Lay's extra point. Now Robert Lay set to kick it off. Once again. Robert Lay's kickoff is end over end and high. It's going to be a little shorter this time. It's taken at the 7 by Michael Hansborough. He runs it right back up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles. Nice run back. He only gets to about the 17. but broke through some people before Jamal Hall brings him down.
Well, he may have lost a few yards there. He is up around the 20-21 and then kind of came out of the pile and sprinted backwards and tried to get around the corner over there, but the Jackets would have none of that and said, thank you very much, you've gone far enough, 17-yard line, we're good.
First down.
Jay, you know, it's almost come to a situation now where I'm almost more afraid to punt the football to Denison than I am to just go for it on fourth down.
Well, that's what I said.
No matter where you are on the field.
Yeah.
First and 10 from their own 16 for Wichita Falls High. Gabriel Garcia gives it to Julius McKnight. He's hitting the backfield by a whole host of Jackets. Stays on his feet, but the whistles were already blown. Got some substitutions in there defensively for the Jackets. Jason Morgan in there to defensive tackle. He was one of the guys in on the hit. Jack Bogard is in there. Michael Phelps remains in the game. Junior Johnston has checked in. Michael Pugh's in at the other defensive end with Jason Morgan. Jack Bogard's in at the rover. 18, Dell Davis is in at one of the corners. Derek McDade's at the other corner. Ronnie Braxton's still in at the free safety position. Number 26, B.J. Smith is in as well at one of the linebacker positions. Garcia looking to throw, rolls a little to his right. He's got some protection. He throws on the run. It's incomplete.
Garcia's pass intended for number.
Nice coverage by Derek McDade. Was intended for number 42, Tim DeStelle.
Number 21, Derek.
Not a bad pass, but Derek McDade had great coverage there, and it falls incomplete. Third and about 15.
Well, the problem, he's just waiting too long to throw the ball because his receivers are to the sideline before the ball ever leaves his hand, and they really just have to stand there and wait. And there's no chance to catch the ball if you're standing still.
Jay, and we talk about these punt returns and kick returns, and possibly the best kick and punt returner on the team, Antoine Duncan, hadn't played much all year. Third and 15 for Wichita Falls High. Garcia rolling to his left this time. Turning back, throwing across his body, and it's intercepted. Ronnie Braxton takes it away at the 46-yard line, and now flag down. Post-possession foul, I believe, maybe against the Denison bench. But nevertheless, could be against Wichita Falls, though they were their receiver.
Yeah, somebody on the Denison bench went down.
Personal foul against Wichita Falls.
Interception. Good. Unsportsmanlike call on the Coyotes.
Ronnie Braxton with the interception at the 46-yard line, just took it away from Randy Alexander.
Well, that's as good as a punt for him.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Helps the stats out a little bit defensively for Braxton. Lewis Hubert is at the tailback spot. Mashari Turner, fullback. Mashari Turner gets the carry, and he loses a yard back to the 32. Matter of fact, a loss of 2 to the 33 for Turner.
Oh, boy.
1:29 to play, third quarter. Jackets lead. Wichita Falls 49-0. Last score we had from Bulldog Stadium and Burke Burnett. Sherman leading 16-0 at halftime over Burke Burnett. Second and 11. It's Lewis Hubert running right, runs into the back of some of his linemen, and DeJuan Gentry, his lead blocker, falls forward for a gain about a yard and a half. We'll call it a gain of, let's wait and look at the spot here. We'll call it a gain of 1.
Looks like things just got a little bit confusing up there along the line there. A lot of things happening and people running into each other a little bit.
Got some substitutions on the Jacket offensive line. Adam Chacho's in at the tight end spot. We'll get the rest of those out for you here in just a little bit. It's going to be third down and 10 for the Jackets from the Coyote 31. And Gentry's going to hand it off on the counter to Lewis Hubert. He's got some room up the middle. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. High stepping over a man into the end zone. Yellow Jacket touchdown, Lewis Hubert. That was a nice-looking run by Mr. Huber.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, a gigantic hole. He went 10 yards before he even had to turn direction there.
Still look good.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I'm not knocking him. My body would have been changing all kind of directions if I hadn't got out there.
55-0. Robert Lay to try the extra point. Josh Gibson to hold. He's got this one down. The kick is up. And this one's getting across Morgan Street into the front yard of another house. 30 seconds to play, third quarter, 56-0.
That's a lot to nothing.
31-yard touchdown for Lewis Hubert. You tell back in the future for the Yellow Jackets, 56-0. Robert Lay's tired leg to kick it off again. He tells he's getting tired. Doesn't start quite carrying this deep. Landors takes it at about the 5. He's going straight at the middle. Man, runs over a man. That's Julius McKnight that was the deep man that time. Gets to the 25, ran over a man. Dangerously ran over a man the way he lowered that head.
Oh, yeah.
Jack Bogart for the Yellow.
He gets to the 25-yard line before Jack Bogart makes the stop. The Coyotes take over there. Well, we've got about 12 minutes and 22 seconds left to play in this ball game, and then we'll get ready for the Battle of the Axe. 1st and 10 from the 25, handoff. Lots of room, lots of running room here for the backup tailback. That's Corey Embers. Nice run all the way out across the 45 to the 46 before Jason Morgan can bring him down. Gain of 21 for Corey Embers.
Well, there was definitely a problem on the field for the Yellow Jackets that time, as all of the coaches on the Denison bench were signaling for timeout.
Well, it looked like kind of an odd formation defensively for the Jackets, and when you start substituting all these players, which we have all year, so it doesn't seem like it'd be that big of a problem, but definitely could be some problems go on when you substitute this many people. And defensively for the Jackets, number 80, Jay Odom. Clock runs out. We're through 3 quarters at Munson Stadium. The Jungle. 56-0. The Jackets lead the Wichita Falls High Coyotes. We're leaving it right here. 1st and 10 for the Coyotes from their own 46-yard line. Handoff up the middle. That's going to be Embers again. Nowhere to go this time. First man in on the stop, number 58, Nate Pike. A loss of 1 to the 45. Well, I want to tell those cheerleaders thank you while they were over here, but now they go back to the other side. I don't know why there aren't any students over there.
Oh, yeah.
Denison High students did not show up tonight. There's 6 or 7 over there, but
Kenny, you got a call this week from some students.
I did get a call from one of the gentlemen, and I appreciate him. He said, man, I have not missed a game. And, well, he's not the one we're worried about then. We're worried about the rest of them. Where are they? Here's a little pass out into the flat. The number, that's number 9, Chris Goldner.
Number 9, Goldner.
He runs ahead for a pickup of about 6. That'll be 3rd and 5. It's in Jacket territory. That'll be a gain of 7. It's going to be 3rd and 4 at the Jacket 48. Third down at about 4.5 from the Jacket 48. Some other substitutions in the game. Chris maybe the biggest hit we've seen all year. I was trying to get some substitutions, but DeJuan Gentry lays out Corey Ember after a pickup of about 4, close to the first down.
Well, he's going to stop him from making that first down, I believe.
Man, I was trying to get some of the substitutions, and I almost missed that entirely. Gabriel Garcia, 3 out of 9, throwing the football. 9 yards is all. 4th down and a short one for the Coyotes from the Jacket 44. They're going to hand it up the middle. That's Ember. He's outside. He's got a first down. They're about the Jacket 39-yard line before Dale Davis can bring him down there.
Number 18, Dale Davis for the Yellow Jackets.
Pick up a 5 for Corey Embers, who has been the go-to guy here in the second half and has really done a pretty good job. Corey Embers now running the football, 5 carries, 30 yards. First and 10 for the Coyotes from the Jacket 39-yard line. 56-0. Denison leading. 9:38 district championship will be on the line next week in Sherman. Got to be there. Corey Embers gets the call again. Running right, nowhere to go. Hosted Jackets bring him down, including Jason Morgan. Michael Phelps in there on the stop, as well as Nate Pike. And we'll call it no gain for Corey Embers on that play. DeJuan Gentry checks out. Chris Brown is in the ballgame for the Jackets, as well as Lewis Hubert. Dell Davis at one of the corners. Jack Bogard still in the game. Eddie Baker's still in there at a tackle. Michael Pugh at a defensive end. Nate Pike and Brandon Key. And at the linebacker spots, also Michael Meeks in for the Jackets. They hand it right up the middle. Not a whole lot there. A couple of yards for number 5, Ricky Berg. Berg with a pickup of 2 to the Jacket 37.
Right down to number 83.
Kenny, we say this every week. When the Jackets start putting in substitutes, the play doesn't really drop off.
No, it really doesn't.
Because the other team's not putting in substitutes.
Right. It's surprising. A few substitutes here for Wichita Falls High, probably getting ready for next season, including Corey Embers, who has the ball now running left, but he's wrapped up and thrown down. After a pickup of about a yard, Michael Pugh with a nice ring around the neck tackle after a gain of only 1, and it'll be 4th down. Jeff Boss checks into the game for the Jackets, replacing Brandon Key.
Brandon Key, 41.
Fourth down, Gabriel Garcia up under center. 2 for 4 on 4th down conversions. They do the wraparound draw play again. That's not going to get a first down as Michael Pugh makes a stop after a pickup of only 2. Ricky Bird gets the call again. We'll give him a gain of 3, but still not near enough for a first down. And the Jackets take over on down.
Ball goes over on down to the Yellow Jackets. First down to the Yellow Jackets. They're on the 35-yard line.
So I get a few more offensive substitutions here for the Jackets. I see Brandon Barnes checking into the game. Shane Yergin will check out. Bilber and Jamal Hull coming in late from the sidelines. First and 10 Jackets from the Coyote 35. Bilber is going to come wide left, Molly wide right. Lewis Hubert dots the offset eye with Bashari Turner at the fullback spot. Turner gets it. Trap play up the middle. Jeff Boss leading the way, but nowhere to go there for Turner. No gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. You know, we got to thank everybody that helps bring Denison football to you, and I got to thank the office of Dr. John Anders for supplying me with a new pair of contacts today. I lost a contact. I was in trouble. Distressed. Didn't know what to do.
They're great over there, I'm telling you what.
And they got me on the ball. Had them in stock. Went over and saw Dr. John Anders on Lloyd Lake Road in Sherman. Took care of me. Lewis Huber gets the call this time. Picks up 5 to the 40. Had a tough time doing that. But he does get 5, and it's going to be 2nd down and 5 for the Jackets. 3rd and 5. Marcus Walker checks into the ball game. 6:45 to play in this ball game tonight. 56-0, the Jackets lead. Wrap it up with stats for you after the ball game, as well as the post-game interview. 3rd down and 5 from their own 40 for the Jackets. And DeJuan Gentry drops the snap and then drops it again. And picks up the fumble. He's down the sidelines. He's inside the 40 to the 35. Finally brought down inbounds at about the 29-yard line.
When things are rolling right, they are rolling right for you, because that ball was down. He fumbled it, did he not?
Oh, he definitely
off the ground. And then he came back up and he kind of pitched it back out.
He pitched it out, but then it was on the ground again. And Lewis Hubert scooped it up.
And it was gone for some good
they
yardage.
They haven't moved the chains yet.
Boy.
Ended up being a gain of 34 after they say he stepped out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. Gain of 34 for Lewis Hubert. Jackets have it 1st and 10 at the Coyote 31-yard line. Twins wide left. That's Bilbrey and Kenny Halpert. It's going to be Hubert right up the middle. Leaps over the offensive line, blocking for him, and the defensive line for that matter, to the 19-yard line for Hubert. A pickup of 12 for Lewis Hubert, and Hubert is looks like he's running a little bit harder tonight, Jay. Not that he hadn't run hard in the past. He's done a good job all year when he's come in, but looks a little bit stronger tonight than he has.
He's looking good. There's no question about that.
6 carries, 88 yards already for number 23 on the Jacket offense. 5:50 to play, 4th quarter. Marcus Walker's wide left. B.J. Smith wide right. It's going to be Hubert again. He's run down from behind this time.
Hubert dragged down by number 65.
As that play was a little slow developing, Hubert gets to the 18, a pickup of 1. Jack's just kind of running the clock a little bit here. We don't mind that.
No, now with 5:27 to play and counting at the Jungle.
Chris Brown and Micah Meek split out wide right. 2nd down and 8 from the 18. And it's Hubert off tackle right side. Runs into a man as he crosses the 15 to the 14. Pickup of about 4 there for Hubert, and it is going to be 3rd down and about 5. Try to get a post-game interview for you from one of the Jacket players, whoever we decide as the player of the game. B.J. Smith goes out wide right. Tim Bilbrey is wide left. 3rd and 5 for the Jackets from the 14. DeJuan Gentry keeps the ball in the option, cuts all the way back across the grain to the 5, into the end zone for the Yellow Jacket touchdown. There's a flag down at about the 9-yard line, but a beautiful run by DeJuan Gentry, because if there was a penalty against the Jackets over there, which would cause this to come back, it did not affect that play any, I don't believe. It's a block in the back against the Jackets, and it will come back, but another beautiful run by DeJuan Gentry.
Man, what a great run. What a great run that time. As he went all the way to the right side, got a little pile up over there, and he cuts back to the left and just outruns everybody and kind of looks back at him as he goes by.
10-yard penalty marks him back to the 20-yard line, and Jackets are going to have it 3rd down and 11 now. 2 tight ends and a wingback, and it's going to be Hubert. No, they fake it. They're going to run the option. Gentry keeps it again, and it's brought down at about the 12. After a pickup of 8, Adam Whitmire brings him down, and the Jackets are going to have 4th down. We'll see what they do here. Another tough situation for Coach Brown. You don't want to kick a field goal. It kind of seems like you're running the score, but if you go for it and get a 1st down, it kind of seems like you're running up the score. So.
Yeah, but you can't kneel down on it.
Gain of 12 on that play for DeJuan Gentry. 4th and 4 from the 13. It's Hubert on the sweep right. He's got a hole, cuts it inside. He's close to a 1st down. Just inside the 10-yard line. And he fumbles the football, but he was already down.
It depends on the spot. He could get the 1st down.
It looks like the head linesman over there, if it's his spot, which it is, the spot they're going to use, it looks like it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And they are
going to move the chains. Yeah. Gain of 5 there for Lewis Hubert. Jackets just marching right along, maybe hitting 60 again this week.
Looks that way.
We'll see.
You know, Kenny, on that option play 2 plays ago, looked like if he pitches that ball, I mean, that could have been touchdown because they was wide open on the outside, but looks like he wanted to pitch it too right at the end there.
1st and goal just inside the 10-yard line for the Jackets. Lewis Hubert, toss sweep left, gets around the outside. Great blocking by the left side of the Jacket offensive line, including the fullback, Mashari Turner, and a 10-yard touchdown run by Lewis Hubert. And the Jackets have struck the 60 mark again. It's 62-0. Don't forget, next Friday night is the Battle of the Axe. Jackets have had it in the trophy case for 2 years now. Sherman going to be trying to get it back. We're going to go on just a little bit early for you next week. We'll try to go ahead and come on about 7 o'clock. with the Trophy Honda Mazda Bob Brown Coaches Show. Also probably going to talk to, shouldn't be too hard, but we'll try to get in touch with Sherman head football coach Ronnie Tips and talk to him a little bit next week. Robert Lay's extra point is good. 3:04 to play in the ball game. Denison 63, Wichita Falls High, nothing.
3:04 to play now in the game.
9 plays, 77 yards on that drive. Lewis Hubert capped it off with a 10-yard touchdown run. Lewis Hubert on the night. 10 carries, 107 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Chris Robertson, when he left the ballgame tonight, 13 carries, 147 yards, and 2 touchdowns tonight for C-Rob. This total up to 146 points on the year. Robert Lay's kickoff goes over Julius McKnight's head, in and out of the end zone, and that'll be another touchback.
On the kickoff, the ball comes out to the 20-yard line.
Try to get a Sherman score for you just as quickly as we can. Find out how the Bearcats have done tonight. Getting ready for the big battle of the action next Friday night again at Bearcat Stadium. If you don't have your tickets,
Get them. There's some going sale tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, tomorrow morning is your chance.
Get it, pack the house down there.
Well, I don't think you're going to have to worry about the house being packed.
Bring it on, the black and gold. Black and yellow.
Whatever.
Well, yeah, you know if you're colorblind.
That's right. It's going to be Hansborough in at quarterback. He gives it to Julius McKnight. He's outside the 20 to about the 23-yard line.
McKnight on the
Pick up for 3 for McKnight.
Brandon Key.
That's right.
We have a final score. Sherman 21, Burke Burnett 0.
Well, that was pretty easy, but somewhat of a surprise. 21-0 for Sherman. You thought maybe Sherman offense has struggled. They've struggled this year, but they've shown some flashes of brilliance. But
they're going to need some flashes of brilliance.
Oh, late block here on the handoff for Ricky Bird. And Vincent Elizondo might have his bell rung just a little bit. Nevertheless, a loss of 2 there for number 5, Ricky Bird. And Ryan Prock and the sophomore Eric Bowen. Sherman's got a lot of talent, and they'll come out definitely fighting next week. We'll see how it turns out. 3rd and 9, handoff Julius McKnight. He gets around the corner this time, and he might have a first down just outside the Jacket 30. We'll see where the spot is. If it is outside the 30, it'll definitely be a first down. It is just across the 30, pickup of 9, and that should be enough for a first down.
Also on the play, Michael Pugh and number 80, Jay Odom for the Yellow Jackets.
Clock stopped to move the chains with 1:41 to play in the ball game. 63-0. Denison leading the Coyotes. Chris Brown into the ball game for the Jackets. Across the front, Jason Morgan. Also got Derek Bowden into the ball game. Kenny Halpert's back at free safety. 26 B.J. Smith is in as well as Julius McKnight again. On the carry to about the 36-yard line, a gain of 6 for McKnight.
And on the stop, number 51, Derek Bowden.
Well, they give McKnight quite a workout. He's had 22, 23 carries now. He's quite the workhorse for the Coyotes. Well, the clock continues to roll here. 48 seconds to go in the game here. 63-0.
2nd down and 4. Wichita Falls from their own 36. Fumbled snap, but it's picked back up by Hansborough, and he's just going to run with it. Micah Meeks gets faked out, but
oh no!
Now Micah Meeks is going to make a nice tackle back at the 22. Good play by Micah Meeks, number 14 for the Jackets. Got faked out a little bit by Hansborough, and then Hansborough had nowhere to go. Turns back around, and Micah Meeks upends him back at the 23-yard line.
Well, you got to give Hansborough some credit. He was trying to make something happen after dropping the snap, and then he's rolling out to his right and nothing doing, and turns around and runs backwards for about 10 yards and just losing yards. That's it.
And that is going to do it. Clock is going to run out at Muncie Stadium. Your final score tonight, the Denison Yellow Jackets 63, the Wichita Falls High Coyotes 0.